Hey, welcome to my apartment. So last night, we was at the club at Dollhouse Tuesdays in New York City, and I had a great time. My man Montana Sparks, he's one of the head promoters in the club last night. And we had my boy Serani.
Yes,
now, a lot of people don't understand. Like Serani's a longtime friend, and I like to tell people, like with me, I am American. I'll be honest with you. Like a lot of people think I have Caribbean blood in my body, and I tell people I don't. Right. But when I connect with people from the Caribbean, it's always love. And when I first met this guy, it was pure love. You understand? Sometimes I may say something that might be funny. Yeah. You know, because I'm
culture,
American.
Culture,
You understand? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, move up, bonsoir, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And my friends, like I got my friends Trooper and Nori, a couple of friends I got, and they be like, yo, you can't say that to people. Or don't say that around people. You know what I'm saying? They always say that. I'm like, now move up, bonsoir. Like, you can't call somebody bonsoir. You can't. Nah, man, move up, man. You know what I'm saying?
If it's your friend, you could do that.
So even from the beginning, it always was like good vibes.
Be a joke.
Me and Serani. Yeah. And I just want to applaud you for coming back to the States, and I feel like this is another round, another circle around in your career, and coming back and just reaching back out for us over here in New York and America. So I want to give you your flowers for that too.
I appreciate that too, my bro. But I appreciate you, working with me still, after all these years, and you welcome me back into New York and say, yeah, come get back a piece of this again.
Yeah, man. After the club, I was like, yo, man, no girls, nothing, man. Come straight to my crib. Let's kick it in, in my apartment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Apartment 5H. So now, can you explain to me the current state of dancehall music?
It's in a rebuild process.
Okay, so why do you think that is in a rebuild? What happened that it needed to be rebuilt?
Nothing really happened per se, more than what always happens. It's just nothing new. Dancehall, as we've known it, has been one way pretty much for a long time. And the music was due for a change, really and truly. There was not much more we could do with dancehall. Not saying that I still don't make dance, I still make that, but there's not much growth in doing the same thing. So it's time to change. There was roots rock, there was
roots and culture.
ska, is reggae. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
So what's the difference between all those? Because me being
what's
American,
different is somebody younger came with a new sound.
No, when I say that, right? So because a lot of people who pay attention to what I'm doing and stuff like that, outside of the Caribbean tip, they appear with what I guess people from the islands call Yankees, right? So to a Yankee, reggae, dancehall is the same thing. You understand? And then to some people, Afro beats, they consider that, reggae. Right. So what's the difference between reggae and dancehall?
Reggae is more, originally started as live music.
Okay.
Dancehall, I guess dancehall was created because reggae went from not just live, but live and program. So you have program reggae, right? So they would program the actual reggae rhythm with the drums, everything would be programmed, and then the same reggae bass. Mm-hmm. And then they started making hyper beats with the same reggae bass. So that's what Bounty and them was on.
Bounty Killer.
Free me go no Johnny. That's reggae bass. But and it have the straight for like a live rhythm same way. Iron like a lion. Straightforward. That's that type of thing works anywhere in the world. Okay. Straightforward. Right? So we had that with the reggae on a program beat, and then the beat we use different sequences with the same pattern, and we change how the drum is played. The reggae bass was still there, so you either have do, right? It's all in there with do, got to, that to. Like, it's the same pattern, just different placement of instruments. Right. It's the same drums though, right? All from Africa.
When you hear that,
dancehall is program. Dancehall is not live. Reggae is live.
Oh, okay. Do you hear, like when you hear that beat, I hear reggaeton, like the Latin music in it also. Do you get that too?
I mean,
like, cause you boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, and
but that's African.
Okay, everything's from Africa.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Remember, a lot of reggaeton is reggaeton because a lot of Hispanics are from Africa too. You know, it's mixed. So a lot of Cuban music sounds like reggae. You know what I mean? Like they're playing instruments just the same way like how we would play, but they're doing Spanish. So we have a whole different life going on. Cuba is right there. We're right here, right? Yeah, they have a whole different life, different experiences, different stresses, and you know, culture is created by group of all of these people that, you know, them talk to each other, them sharing. I come up with a new style. Everybody in the country gone with this word, and it has now become a part of the language. So we're not going to sound exactly the same. We're so close, we're not going to sound exactly the same, but we do sound like Spanish and Africans. That's what reggae is, Spanish and African. You know what I mean? It's a mixture. Like if you listen to enough of the reggae, you can hear that, yo, we sound a lot like some of these Hispanics, you know what I mean? So like everything is from Africa. End of story, and we just make our little changes. What's happening now is we're influenced. And I'm one of the major players in this because I love hip hop, you know. So I listen to a lot of hip hop.
I think you're saying that because I'm just here now.
Right. So I'm one of the first producers that really made a mark making hip hop beats in dancehall. But I would not have any idea that I would have been one of the reasons why there's so much hip hop in the dancehall. Because I was making dancehall too.
Okay.
You know, I was making dancehall beats also and big hit too. You know, so but then so now the kids have been more open and accepting of this change, and them just fully change and go trap dancehall, which is fine.
So there's a new generation called trap dancehall.
And it's new.
Because I wanted to ask you that too, because now I'm seeing, before I used to listen or look at like Caribbean songs, it was like about love, then it went to about dancing, and now I'm looking at the videos, they got guns and stuff in there and shooting and stuff like that. So is that like the new thing?
I mean, everything that you call just now is going to have its time.
Okay.
Like reggae will not die. Reggae is going to have its time. You know, there's gonna come a time when people say, okay, I'm tired of that, I'm gone now. Can I hear some good positive music? They're gonna complain and complain. It has to change. Nothing lasts in music.
Are there any rules in Jamaica like that for certain music that you could sing? Because I remember I went to Jamaica.
Yeah, there's a new rule. You can't sing about scamming. Like it can't go on the radio. If songs about scamming, it cannot go on the radio.
Yeah, because I remember that when I just was there, and it was like it's like you know they make rules of certain songs that you can't.
So whereas I could have She Loves Me on playing on the radio in the middle of the day. Baby girl, I'm gonna get you one dress. I know you like it when I give you rough sex. That cannot. That line by itself alone cannot play in Jamaican radio. Because
the government like, so does that hurt your music?
I mean, no.
Does it hurt the way you write music?
If you're smart, no. No, because I'm writing my music regardless.
Okay.
I don't care what they want to play. I'm writing my music. So, you know, but it would be a song that sounds clean to you, you know, and maybe one word I have to change for the radio. But you just got to change it. But really and truly, the better word is the one that you guys don't want to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of
it's
curious
right.
on. Like, do they not play the record, or do they?
They play the record. They just don't want to play that one.
Right.
So if you want to get it played, change your word, bro.
Change the word.
Change your word, bro.
What is a clear difference the way Americans listen to reggae music than in Jamaica?
Jamaica is gonna listen to lyrics because we understand patois.
Okay.
Americans don't understand
Listen to
patois.
the beat.
They're listening to the melody, and like me, I have a song. One of my favorite songs is a song called Jaja. It's a French girl. I don't remember her name. I don't even think I can pronounce it, but I have no idea what she's saying apart from "Oh Jaja," and that was my song for 2020. I love that song. Play over and over. It's in French. I have no idea what she's saying. I had to check it. You know what I mean? So it's that I have to listen to different languages and just appreciate the sound of music. And so that's how Americans. So when I make music, I try to make music that's easily understandable. I'm sure you would agree that I'm one of the few Jamaicans that you can understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
In my songs.
And so, as a Caribbean artist, do you get upset at that? Because
no, more success for me.
well, because to me, right, and I've said this, and I don't never be afraid. So it was a point in time. I've been going to Jamaica a lot recently, but I think we've had this conversation. I go to the grill, and a lot of people are like, "That's not really Jamaican." Yeah,
you as
like,
a DJ, being DJ self, that love our culture so much, you need to. When I'm in Jamaica, you need to come down and I show you Jamaica.
Yeah, because people said that's not really Jamaican. Like,
if you go vacation, you don't know Jamaica.
So now
you need to feel Jamaica.
People tell me that.
You get a taste here in the streets when you go to these clubs or whatever, Jamaican parties, you only get a taste. Bling, tell him.
So people tell me that. So now I come back to America and I'm on radio here, and I wanted to campaign getting more reggae music or dancehall music on radio. So, I reached out to a lot of people to help me. And, as I looked at the history, to me, when it comes to radio here in America, it's like we reach out for like one reggae or dancehall artist, and per at a time. It don't be 1, 2, or 3. So it was a point in time where I remember it was like Shabba Ranks. Then it was maybe Supercat. I can't remember. Then to go more. Then it was Sean Paul. Sean Paul couldn't do no wrong. Then maybe it was the Kevin Little.
And Shaggy too.
Then Shaggy. I forgot about Shaggy. My bad. Then
Rupee.
then yeah, that's what. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Kevin Little Rupee.
Kevin Little Rupee. Yeah.
And
then it was the Serani,
Egyptian.
the Serani Egyptian era, like that. And so, do you feel frustrated? That is like, so when I say that, meaning does it bother you that they only let one in at a time?
Yeah, but if you hear me talk, if I get that run, it can't be like that again. So I was only joking when I said more for me, because really and truly, I'm one of the few that know what to do. You know what I mean? But it's knowing what to do and being able to actively do it is another thing, because that activity takes teamwork, a proper system behind you. But I know what to do. So once I get back to where I need to be, I'm bringing my boys, my kids from Jamaica. Yeah.
So now
I started already.
Yeah, right.
I started already. You know the record.
Yes, you can tell them.
So one of my favorite artists from Jamaica, Valiant, right now is Fire. If it's up to me, I'm glad that I have something to do with this now. I'm glad I have a song with him. He's not gonna be stuck at that roundabout by the airport in Jamaica. Like I'm bringing him. We had a conversation about some artists, and you're like, yo, you don't know why they don't bring the artists. I'm bringing my people.
Bringing them here, okay.
Because I need, it can't just be me, Egyptian, the few names that you call, you know what I mean? Sean Shag, that don't make sense. That's trying to bring our culture to the world. So, I
forgot about Elephant Man. Elephant Man had a nice run
Elephant
too.
Man have a nice run.
I can't disrespect Elephant.
Thing there too, even Irene too. We can't forget Irene. You know, big old song, man.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So, but it needs to happen. not even simultaneously. It needs to happen at the same time. We need to be popping here all over the world at the same time as a group, or we will not make a mark.
Right.
You can't. So this whole mindset where man don't even want to do collaboration don't make no sense for the culture. So we as Jamaicans need to collaborate. Forget about beef. If you have beef, cool. Still do song together.
So how do you feel about the beef with Vegas and Bounty Killer?
Big up my done Bounty Killer.
Killer.
I have no time to waste talking about certain people.
But Bounty, like, they're going back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about Bounty Killer. It's one of the greatest people I've ever met.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Look here,
my favorite artist. My favorite DJ.
First things
favorite.
first, before we even talk about
Okay.
this actual beef, I only have time to deal with my career and positivity, because that is a negative conversation for me. Right? I can't talk about Bounty Killer in a positive light, though. You know what I mean? Bounty Killer, it's the first time I ever actually have something. I remember music don't really have a paycheck, right? The first time I actually had a constant food was when I started a band directly to play for this man, and I played.
So you started being in the band with Bounty Killer.
I started a band to play for Bounty Killer.
Okay.
I had that intention. I went for it. I pushed for about a year. And then when one time I hear him give it to Alliance Band and Entertainment Report, and I said, now is my opportunity. The man, Killer is straightforward. He's going to blast you if you whack. So he did blast them, and I was like, yeah, my time now. I don't know how I take this, seeing this angry man, I want to go and work for him still. But at the end of the day, the man is not as angry as you think. You know what I mean? You don't know. Bounty Killer, one of the greatest kindness man me know. So for this a man you cause something must wrong. You're less about a man. You see me I said bling. You're less. Bounty Killer, I'm a general. Straight.
So now moving from that, how did you start as being Serani of being an artist? Did you start in the production world? You start as an artist?
Started as a producer, as a beat maker actually first. Beat maker. No, I was accepted in the game as an overdub keyboardist.
Okay.
Listening to the beats and saying, I know I can do better than that. You know what I mean? I'm doing my thing still, you know? Nobody not going to accept a beat from this newcomer. So eventually, Firelinks recognized that I have it. And he put out the first beat that I made, first hit beat that I made, which is Chaka Chaka.
Okay.
Dance to the rhythm, Chaka Chaka. Remember that? And shortly after that, Anger Management, which is now on my label, that's Seika at the time. And
so you could, I'm gonna get back to that. And also explain that to me, right? Because I think with Caribbean music, that's the only time it happens where 5, 6 artists could be on the same beat. And it's like, like any other thing is like, yo, that's my beat. You understand what I'm saying? How does that even work?
I mean, back in the day, how many people could make a really good beat in the first place? So when you
in the Caribbean music?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's very few people making beats, and nobody have the time for it. It's one good rhythm, brother.
And everybody everybody just
Yeah, everybody follow.
Tape done. Yo, tape done. 24 track. You better take 10 and make the rhythm.
Okay.
Leave 14 space. The 14 best artists, that's 8. Tape expensive, man. Back in the day, you have to buy tape. Remember, that's just the tape.
But is that, do anybody get upset like, they probably thought it was for me, this beat was just for me, and now?
No, it's not. It's the norm. It's the norm. Like, maybe now, different, because there's not much juggling, juggling rhythm that have stacked with hits. You might have, you have a juggling, might get one hit though. It's different. But as I said, it's dancehall is in a rebuild. So with rebuild meaning it's a new style of dancehall now, right? So you can't expect newcomers to just, it's not like they're following a blueprint. They're creating the blueprint.
They're new stuff. Okay.
You understand? So when people are being hard on dancehall, especially when it just became trap dancehall, it's pointless. There's nothing you can do about it because the kids are who are making it. The kids of the place, as always. It's always the kids are the hottest thing. So what can you do but try to advise them? Don't curse them. It would be, just imagine you're cursing a 5-year-old baby, a toddler. Sorry, like this is the same thing. The trap dancer is about 5 years old. But can't be mad at a toddler.
Right.
Who is really mad at a toddler? For real.
Right.
You know what I mean? Anybody that's really mad at a toddler, something's wrong with
Something
you.
really wrong.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
So what trap dancehall is doing really well. It's getting much better, and I'm happy. So now I can go out and go listen to some song, because there is a Valiant, there is a Skeng, there's a Skilly. You know what I mean? The youth, them a get bad, and they're becoming giants, and they know what they want more. Them know what to tell the producer. It's not just man just a make rhythm no more. The artists them getting better. Them young, but them a get better over time. If you continue to do it, you're going to get better.
Okay, better.
What them say, practice make.
Perfect.
There you go.
So now let's get back to you again. So now you made this, you bust this rhythm. I said it right? Bust this
bust
rhythm,
it.
right? I'm getting better, kid. Hello. So what turned you from saying, let me be an artist as just a producer?
It wasn't something that I just say, no. I can't force. Just the same way how you weren't seeing me for years. It's the same thing. Like I thought about, I didn't want to be an artist actually.
Okay.
But then, so I'd be making beats. The first time this happened to me, I was making a beat for Movado. Girl, you are my heartbeat.
Okay.
So when I made that beat, I wasn't
For
even
Movado?
I wasn't making it for him at the time. I was just making music. So I'm in my house making the beat, and it's the first time it happened to
So
me.
Movado just came to your house?
I got up from the keyboard and started singing. That's strange. And that kept on happening. And then up until a few months later, I wrote the first one that I knew was a hit, Stinking Rich. I'm making the beat, get up from the keyboard, and that just came out of nowhere. I'm gonna be stinking rich, bitch. Same night, I went to another studio. I made, cause from a looking at some, I made the beat, and I came up with a hook right there. That's when I knew for a fact that I had to be an artist. Yeah, since 2007 May, I had just done playing for Movado and Bounty Killer, Best of the Best.
But how did you meet these guys?
Just being in the right place at the right time. It happens all the time. Where just by being active, you know, actively going for your goal in whatever it is that you're doing, you can't be locked up trying to attain. You can't be locked up in an office trying to promote something. You know, so
You gotta
so
go out, go out in the streets.
step out, get into studios, a lot of different studios, and show off. It's pretty much it. Like if it's talent-based industry, then you can't. You have to show off.
Did any artist ever give you like pushback from like, all right, what are you, an artist or you a producer? Which one?
That's so funny. My friend Egyptian said that to me before I even knew him. But it wasn't he didn't mean it in a bad way at all. But he literally said that same exact thing you said.
But I mean, that's normal. I'm guessing that's why, you know, but how did that make you feel?
It was an eye-opener, actually.
Okay.
He was the only person to say that to me. But it was an eye-opener. It was actually a really good thing. You did mention Vegas. You know, Vegas actually said something.
Well, I mentioned him, but you didn't mention him, so I guess you pull up.
Yeah, but I don't have no time to talk about silly behaviors. You know
Understood,
what I mean?
yeah, I got you.
But I can tell you about positive behaviors. So,
Understood.
So where Vegas is concerned, when I started, before I even knew that I was going to be an artist, or before I wrote these 2 songs I said, I had a session with him, and I had this beat. I called him over to put a song on it, and I came up with 3 hooks in the moment. And he said to me, like he was in shock, because he just knew me as producer, musician. So he said to me, yo, bro, why don't you do something? You need to do something with this. You need to go sing some song, because, you know, you just came up with 3 dope melodies and dope concepts with it too, you know? Yeah, he didn't record on the beat.
And you wound up doing it.
No. I had a different song.
Uh-huh.
I just saying he didn't record on the beat.
And he didn't like it.
I don't know.
He just didn't do it.
Yeah, but he told me though that you got it.
Uh-huh.
Go do it.
Wow.
Egyptian's argument
that was a moment.
Yeah,
Opened
it
your
was
eyes,
a big
like,
moment.
right.
Not gonna lie to you, because I look up to him, you know what I mean? Like Vegas is look up to him in terms of he has a different sound. He has really dope songs, different. Like I remember when he came out, I was like, yo, this shit's different. I always loved singers that have different voices, and then I didn't even know I had a different voice. You know what I mean? I didn't know I had a voice. So yeah, it's a big move, and what Egyptian said though was had a different effect because it made me have to really wonder, am I an artist? You know what I mean? Like, yes. Maybe I should.
Yeah, that's
be
crazy.
an artist.
So now,
and right now, me and Egyptian are friends. I had just met him that day. It was by Buju Studio. And so I went over to him. I was like, yo, Egyptian, I rate you as an artist. I'd love to record you, you know? And so I was giving him my credentials, putting myself in the right place at the right time by being at Buju Studio. That's one of the hottest studios. Putting myself right place at the right time, end up getting a song from Buju, meeting Egyptian. You know, yeah, great.
how hard is that? Like getting songs from people? Is that hard? Like you just go, you know, yo, let's do a song. And is it hard?
It's hard. That's why I wasn't really having much songs with people, because I guess I was too caught up in myself to go. I still am too caught up in myself to go. It's ego to go and seek songs. I need help where that is concerned. You know what I mean? So it is very hard. I've done that I did that for 3 years, 2001 to 2004. The waiting and like, bro. So I'm like, I've paid that due. I ain't doing that again. So if that's how I gotta get a collab, I'm not getting a collab. So it's either you're going to respect what I bring to the table and we'll do this job, or we're just not going to do it. Or maybe somebody needs to convince you, like my boy Bling here. Sometimes it just like, yo, Serani is fire. It just can't be me saying it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not, you know, like, yeah, I believe in myself. Obviously, I am my biggest fan. I am my biggest critic, you know? So at the end of the day, like, yeah, I just can't do the rundown thing, bro. I've worked too hard. I'm going to put in too much work. I've done that, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, recognize me now.
What music do you think, songs for you think is bigger hits for you? Like dancing songs that has a dance to it, or like love songs?
Well, based on history.
For you.
Based on history, yeah. Based on history, yeah, when I sing for females.
Because to me, I feel like Skip to My Lou is like a dance song. Then I feel like No Games. Well, so I don't know if you changed, because when I first got it, the song was called Play It Straight.
It has always been No Games. It was renamed by another label that released Play It Straight.
Okay.
That's not our record. That's their record.
Play It
The
Straight.
song is No Games.
Always been No Games.
My song is No Games.
Okay.
Right. I don't know about no song named Play It Straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
No Games.
My song is No Games. I wrote No Games.
Okay. No Games.
I mean, like, that's the catchiest part of the song.
Yes.
The song is No Games.
No Games.
Yeah.
So do you feel like No Games is your biggest song?
I don't feel like.
You don't feel like?
It is.
Okay. Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Yo, so I was blessed to sell platinum with that song.
I saw you just went platinum. Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations.
Yeah,
I clap it up
appreciate
for
you.
it. Yeah.
Congratulate myself too.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys.
Congratulations
I saw
on
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, also I saw on your Instagram, like you had like this little white girl singing the song and the whole place went crazy. Does that surprise you with things like that? Like how this song like just transcended to a whole bunch of people that's not in
the
necessarily a walk of life?
Right.
Surprises me, no.
Okay.
Amazes me, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Surprises me, no, because I remember being 15 years old, listening to Beanie Man. At a lull point in his career, I was a huge fan, right? Still am, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's big bro right there.
Mm-hmm. The doctor.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Listening to him in a time where the beats got lame for a moment. And I was like, yo, I could do better than that. I've never made a beat in my life, you know, right at this point. I say, yo, I could do better than that. You know what I mean? End up having more than one number one with Beanie Man that I made the beat, you know what I mean? So, like, based on how I was raised, I'm raised to believe that I am the greatest. You know what I mean? This is what my parents instill in me. So people might want to think that I am, you know, full of myself. No, I'm just boosting myself. I'm not waiting on you to boost me. Because if I wait on you, you're the first one that's going, not you, you know, but whoever the you is, you're the first one that's going to trash me. Right. And yet, like, at the end of the day, this is my work and it goes out into the world. So you have to be very careful, and everybody needs to understand that artists are going to be sensitive over their music. So you have to be careful of how you speak to artists about the music. Right. Not that you can't advise, you know, but, you know, so yeah, I push myself. So yes, the song must do it. What? That's all? It just go platinum? That's how I think.
Do you feel today it's hard because now you have, like, it's like, y'all got to make a song that's bigger than No Games?
Oh, no. You have to make a song that's different than No Games.
Okay.
No Games has its own spot in the world, so I can't make a song different. Like, bit better than No Games. No Games is just No Games. I can make, like, all right, put it this way. Up until I made Secret, No Games was my favorite song, but Secret is now my favorite song. Is Secret bigger than No Games? No. Is it a hit? Yes. Did it do really well? Yes. Why do I need to compare it to No? Will I have a song bigger than No Games? I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But am I under pressure to do so? Absolutely not. I love my song No Games, my bro. So if I don't get a song bigger than that, okay, I just want enough big song though. You understand? It don't have to be the biggest song, but I'm pretty sure I will get one back. Because once you put yourself in the right place at the right time and you're active doing the work that you're supposed to do, you will be successful.
So now, last night we played this new song. You gave me a couple songs actually.
Yeah, them songs is fire.
Yeah, you know, but the one that stuck out was Birthday.
Yes.
So now, you know, coming up with new music and coming up with new songs. What's next for you?
Well, so I'm giving all of y'all, you know, talking to New York right now. And everybody but New York, giving all of y'all the last of what I have got left in terms of energy to do this. Okay. You know what I mean? Because I am, but just based on how I perform or whatever, you know, it's like high energy. I don't plan to be doing that forever, and I don't want my show to look anything different than that. So,
but high energy.
Yeah. So however long I'm gonna do this for, it's going to be an end time, and the next plan is to keep the culture going where I was going.
By doing what?
What I was doing. None of your business.
Okay.
I'm just playing. No, I mean, like, obviously you know that there are secrets to my game, or a lot of people would have been, you know? So I have my secrets, but, you know, one thing that a lot of people do not do, and I think they should, and I have no problem telling them, get out of your comfort zone. Like, so if you want your song to break out of Jamaica, why are you still in Jamaica?
But so from my understanding, some people can't leave, right?
Can't leave and go to maybe America.
Okay, so what's the issue with
maybe
just
Canada.
America?
Right.
I don't know. I'm a musician.
Okay.
I don't care about none of that. Greatest thing is, I'm here.
But you can go to Canada, right? He always say that, right? He always keep saying that.
I was just playing, bro. No, man. I don't know. I don't know why some of them can't move. I know why I can move. The reason why I believe I can move is because I've always been a musician. I've never had any type of criminal background, you know? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, as far as I know, if you have a criminal background or if you have criminal affiliation, or like affiliation to a gang, you know,
you can't move.
Right.
It's everywhere. If you're in a gang here and you have a case, you're not flying nowhere, bro. You know what I mean? So, right. So, I mean, I don't know why these artists can't fly. I hope that they get their paperwork sorted out so that we can have some big festivals and I can start performing by myself and we can come and push dancehall reggae music to the world. As a unit.
Together.
As a unit. Because one artist cannot do it. And if we don't do it, if we don't do it, I'm sure all of y'all hear the wherever these people come from making big international dance hall records, our thing. So you guys, if you don't want to come, I must can find some youth that want to come on the journey.
Yeah, right.
Because it needs to be a unit. It has to be the dance hall fraternities here. Because when we pull up as a team, let's say it's a big concert, when Jamaicans pull up, we the loudest, bro. We making the most noise. I can't do it by myself. None of the ones that made it can do it by themselves. We need to move as a unit.
Who and what is this new Serani, 2023 Serani?
Well, that's lit. Big vibe.
Okay.
Big vibe. Yeah, just different. Much better writer, much better beats, much better production. I've been practicing like crazy. All this time y'all not hearing me, I've been working.
Okay.
Yeah, no joke. New and improved, Serani.
Okay, I like to hear that, man.
I took all of 21, I worked on my stage too, which was just missing one part and it was the delivery. Even though I get a lot of good reviews on my delivery, I still saw and still see places for improvement. A lot of, room for improvement. Yeah, we still burn down the place or whatever, but if it can do better, why not?
Why not?
You know, because at the end of the day, while you are there sitting down comfortable and satisfied with what you have, somebody is studying your notes and adding to it and trying to be better than you. So I'm always over here consistently trying to be better than me.
I love that. One thing you always pushing yourself. Yeah, I really love that. I really respect that. Always pushing yourself. Like, I can't. Nah, this ain't it. This is it.
Yeah,
you know.
My producers are engineers. So engineers supposed to hate me,
right?
Because every song is a project to me. Right? Because remember, we don't know which one is going to break. But you don't want the one that break, you never do the work. And then it's like, but I don't like that verse. You know, like the song starts nice, but when it gets down there, I just pull it right back up. Nah. I want you to know that, I put my work in from start to finish. When that record hit, you're like, God damn, I was hoping the song didn't finish.
Right.
It's sweet from, oh my God, Serani, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is one regret that that happened to Serani in his musical career that you wish that you could change or that you would do different?
Understand and respect teamwork.
Okay.
And
is there an example of something that you didn't do as far as a team?
I guess I never managed I don't think I managed my situation at the time very well. And not to say that I am good at managing my situation now either, but
what particular, is there anything in particular?
How to lead.
Okay.
That's, like, I'm a born leader, but if you don't study how to lead, you know. So I'm constantly learning how to lead. You know, every day. You know, people change too. The society changes, so you have to constantly learn how to move with this new change, new norm. You know what I mean? So when there's a new norm, now people change. People whole movement in the industry change. How you approach people has to change too.
Right.
You know, so it's really and truly what I've been doing now is focusing on team and how to make my people happy. You know what I mean? Like, so I see people leading their team and they're disrespectful to their team. And, no, that's not me. I don't want my team to disrespect me. I'm disrespecting my team. So what I do is try to push for activity. You know, like you have to be actively trying to make this happen just as much as me, because I don't stop self. You know what I mean? So if you're not, so I push that, but also you have to give them incentives. You have to give your team incentives. You have to make your team feel like them actually working for something, not degrade your team. You're not going to have a properly active team unless you're running a boot camp. You know what I mean?
We're not running no boot camp.
Right. So yeah.
Top 5 Caribbean dancehall reggae artists of all time for you. If you don't have an order, that's fine.
Dancehall.
5.
Dancehall.
Yeah, or reggae dancehall, same Caribbean.
Serani.
Don't put Serani
Exactly.
in it.
But I just saying that.
Yeah, okay.
Bojo, Shaba. It's not a list. I just wanted to say Shaba first. Shaba, Bojo, Bounty, Beanie. It has to be 6. Vado Cartel. Have to.
Vado, you said?
Vado.
Oh,
Cartel.
Vado. Movado and Cartel.
Best dancehall artists, I don't know. I can't tell you one. I can't tell you one. All of them have their own way, have their own way that they're fully bad. But my favorite is Movado.
Movado.
My favorite all around is Shaba. But my personal favorite is Movado.
Movado,
Yeah.
okay.
I just think Shaba is the best all around.
I used to love Shaba. You ever did a show with Shaba?
That's how I knew he was the best all around.
Oh, you did a show with him?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's the baddest thing.
Baddest.
The baddest thing.
I like Elephant Man. People keep forgetting. You know why I think people don't put Elephant Man?
Elephant is in the top 10.
I don't think because
So
most of the stuff is like
who on that list can Elephant Man kick out? My brother Elephant Man, big up yourself. But who on that list that can Elephant Man kick out?
You reckon nobody better than Bones.
He got crickets on that one.
There's levels. I'm not going to say, Elephant is the man. Elephant helped build my career as a musician before the whole artist thing. You know what I mean? Elephant is my big brother. I check for him, I love him. If anything happens to him, I feel some type of way. I pray not happen to this man. This man is joy in music. Them man, they're part of them man, they will laugh till a fool. I make crazy hit with Elephant Man. But, yeah. That's my 6. Elephant Man is in the top 10.
Okay.
For sure. He's probably next.
Okay.
Yeah. Real talk.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, bet. So listen, I want to see I need to see the 2023 Serani, right? So in my other room, I got a booth. I'm gonna put you in the booth and I'm gonna throw some beats on and I want to see a 2023 Serani. Can we do that?
That's easy.
That's what I like to hear.
That's what I do for a living, self.
All right, bet. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
It's Serani. This girl step on especially requesting the best of me. Say she heard about this girl and me turn on her melody. Say that me have this stamina fi deliver in a shit. Tiffany want me like a Japanese. Black, white, Indian, Japanese. Them want a proper piece. Them want top me take me shopping cause I'm popping in the streets. They never seen a singer sitting sweet around the beats. My swagger make she climb me like a ladder. You know see DJ self. Me get a Lizzie at the least and tell my body fi a feast. Say mommy bad come on a beast. Me got the booze and get disease. Every day them want a pizza, no teaser, some easer. Top class pleaser, for touch you, you love me, girl. Me left you wetter than all oceans in the world. So when I tell you to come over, baby, why would you say no for? Just follow Beyonce, do what you do when she say over, say yes. Baby girl, say yes. Say yes, yes. Baby girl, say yes. Hey, this girl money. The way me make her body sweat, you think my son need. She say she love my body, but to all my son need. No matter how much girl me have, me still a touch it. No matter how my body touch, she still a broke it. Cause every tick she tick, she a go give me a heart attack. Go from me rubbing it, she a go give me all of that. Cause all of me asleep, me a go off for rise for that. Me have no style for that. This girl Brittany, what you want to do to me, make me forget about Stephanie. To the body dep on me, me feel like she got step on me. She have a dirty wine, but give me a smutty mind. Fit touch it, but 30 time. This night at the energy, Beverly cleverly make me get rid of my memory. Tenderly rub up me body, she use up on me energy. She lick her elderly, she wise and full of style. She giving it to me when I beg, she say yes. She said yes, girl. When I beg, she say yes, yes. Hey, she said yes, hey, yeah. Leg up, boom, boom. DJ self.